because we didn't believe that maybe there's a client that is potential to hold an event and a wedding over there. So we do receive the call, and then we engage with the client, and we inquire the client, we qualify the client, and see what are the expectations that they require out of us. So we ended up meeting in Jakarta. We set up food tasting sessions with the committee, the family, from both families, to present what we think gonna be possible, especially considering, from our understanding without going there, that Sorong is quite difficult to get resources that we need. Because it is so time sensitive and there's no margin for error in terms of, if you get to Sorong, if you miss something in the process or in ingredients, you're basically going to ruin the event. Let me give you an example to answer that question better. We have a timetable to break down the process. T-5 is basically trimming all the main ingredients like the fish and the meat, vacuum seal it, and then put it in the freezer. And then T-3, we're going to prepare all the sauces. T-2, more or less, we're going to prepare all the condiments. And after that, everything is vacuum sealed, everything's going to be freeze, and then we're going to put it in the styrofoam containers. We ship it together with air freight, so it will not have a time delay or too much in the transportation. By the time we get there, there's more series of preparations we need to do. In order to do that in the remote area, we have to make the work over at the event less rather than more. So that's why I think the most important thing, we try to understand the shipping route to ship our equipment, and basically understanding the schedules that we need to adhere to. We went to Pelni to find out. Apparently, they only do it once a week. So, taking our event date, we calculate backwards. So we put a lot of spare time in order to make ourselves safe when we get there and need to work. We allocated about 1 month to ship the equipment, and it took them about 2 up to 3 weeks. A lot of preparation goes on preparing the task that needs to be executed on the operational side, serving the clients. So we work with local talents, really train them well, work together with the correct objectives on how to serve, do a lot of role plays, not just on the day, but a couple days before. We assume that maybe these people, the team that we work with, maybe have not trained well in terms of serving clients in such a way, or even the way that we want them to do. So we work together, do role plays, ask a lot of questions, and they are welcome to ask back questions. So they are more prepared when the event starts. We don't have to get all our cultural Royale teams to go there just to execute events on our standards, but we want to help clients to minimize costs. The top 3 most important thing that we as caterers needs to consider is the food handling, definitely, manpower planning, and logistics.
Yeah, actually they decide this menu according to the decision after they have food testing. They took from Indonesian stalls, Western stalls, and then Asian stalls, and then they choose this one. They choose 5 items, which is as a soup. They choose corn soup. They choose a soup as a starter, and then they choose also fish course, which is garupa with sweet miso, and then roast sirloin. And then they decide to have our famous culture Royale complete meals, nasi culture Royale. We have also make a trip there, and then for site inspection. And then they offer for the fish, they will provide by themselves because they can get better fish in there. They said that, so we reverse to them that, that the fish will be provided by them to be prepared in advance, and then we have to something like the sauces, the base, and then if we have to be pre-cooked, so we have to be pre-cooked here, and then some dry ingredients we have to prepare and vacuum packing. To keep freshness, we have to be vacuum packing and then froze. So some like the meat, fish or chicken, we marinate it here and then vacuum packing. The marination we prepare just before we send this package to the site. And then the most difficulties in
Clients very happy with the service that we provide. They requested 50 tables to be served, and another 50 tables to be another different setups, and we execute flawlessly, and everybody's very happy. The food is delicious. Every guest is attended to. They're very happy with the results. For long-term goals, we really want to have local partners, meaning food suppliers and also equipment vendors, to really step up, not just for Culture Royale advantage, but also for the betterment of the industry. Greater events can be easily more executed rather than everybody doing their own thing and everybody try to protect their own business but not collaborating. So that's our long-term goal.